Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts about the upcoming Batman Beyond figures coming from McFarlane Toys. Pretty interesting stuff. There's actually two different kinds of figures coming out. The first one we're going to talk about is just the regular Batman Beyond DC Multiverse figure. You know, it's pretty obvious what it is, kind of if you've been a fan of McFarlane's DC Multiverse line for the time being. You know kind of what scale it is. So it's going to be a 7-inch scale, and it's going to be Terry McGinnis in his famous Batman Beyond suit, and it's going to have up to 22 moving parts for full range of posing and play, and it's going to be based on the Batman Beyond comic, I guess. So there's going to be a difference there, but it will come with the alternate hands, a flight stand, rocket boosters, and a batarang, as well as collectible art card and Batman Beyond photography on the front. So, of course, with how they box their things now, McFarlane Toys always has a good display box. But digging a little deeper, the items look pretty good. I think in terms of detail, they actually really stand out pretty well compared to some of the other figures they've done. I know some of the painting can look off on McFarlane's Batmans. I know he's done a million Batmans, but they can look glossy, and then the matte with the glossy look can make it seem a bit uneven, but I actually think the tone is perfect on him, and being able to have that stand I think is one of the coolest things to come with, because he actually did that with his Jim Lee Superman release, and that gave that figure a lot more fun and a lot more oomph, I think. And to have that here, I mean, he looks great, just up, soaring above everyone. He reminds me so much of the show. One thing I love too is that it looks like his wings actually do extend outwards. So that was something that we saw way back in the day when the Batman Beyond show came out, and they used many of his different wings, made them interchangeable, and had them stick on, and you can utilize them however you want. But here it actually looks pretty good, and I'm hoping that they're a bit more dynamic than what we've seen in the past, but at the same time he hasn't let us down yet, so I'm sure McFarlane's got it all worked out. And the boosters, especially the rocket exhaust, look great. I mean, the fact that he added that in, a lot of Iron Man figures have had that for years, but the fact that they're adding that into Batman Beyond, it makes the figure that much cooler. And yeah, I mean, that's basically the first version of Batman Beyond that we're going to be getting. The second version actually doesn't differ as much. The only difference is that it is part of a Build-A-Figure collection, and the Build-A-Figure is Batman Future's End, who I'm not familiar with, but just based off the photo, he looks a bit creepy, almost like a Joker parody. So if you guys are fans, you're definitely filled in. Here, Batman Beyond actually just comes with a stand in his batarang. There's nothing else outside of that in terms of accessories for him. He gets two batarangs. I'm sorry there. He's still 7 inches, as we've said before, as well as a base, and of course, you know, the body piece, the bath piece for the Future's End Batman that this is a part of. And between the two, I'd probably go with the first Batman Beyond, just because you get more with them, and you know, that stand, that flight stand and that exhaust is really what I go after. I think more than anything, that's really what I would love to use and utilize my Batman for and stand them up, whereas here, this is more of just, you know, stick them on the stand them up how you want. You don't really get to utilize them as much. But I still love the look of them. I think the attention to detail that they took from the show / comic just really accents the figure very much. It's a much sleeker look than his previous Batmans that he's been coming out with, and it shows that Tom McFarlane's willing to give some creative feel to it, especially when it comes to the different versions of Batman that we've seen throughout the years. So, I mean, just a beautiful looking figure overall, and definitely one that I have on pre-order. For those of you who haven't pre-ordered yet, they are available at Target and Amazon, so you'll be able to get both of those there. and yeah, I'm really excited to see what these are. In terms of the other figures that come with the Build-A-Figure Batman Beyond, they haven't really announced much, but it's obvious that if you're a fan of the show, the second figure that's going to come out is Shriek, and I believe he's already announced that and given some stills, so I'll definitely send out a review of him when he comes out, but that'll be June 22nd. The third figure comes out on August 21st, and that looks like a Batgirl, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% on that yet. And then the fourth figure comes out on October 21st, and with that, I am not sure. My mind is going a million places. I'm thinking it's another Batman Beyond villain. I'm thinking it could be just a completely different DC Universe character. I have no idea, but if it's anything like this Batman Beyond figure, I think we're in for a treat. So, yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, this is Aces signing off.